I'm going to show you 5 reasons why rich people stay rich. These are not the normal reasons that you've heard in other videos or from your favorite self-help guru. No, these are real reasons backed by real data and real science. And if you pay attention for the next 5 minutes, I promise you will be able to use them to get yourself out of poverty. Alright, before we dive into reason number 5, I want to ask you something. Do you know someone who was born poor and has stayed poor their entire life? Now, I don't want to sound insensitive, but I want you to think about what might be the cause of this. What is holding them back from making money? Is it their environment? Is it their education? Is it their mindset? Well, if you really want to understand why they stay poor, then you have to understand the 5 reasons why rich people stay rich. Reason number 5, they understand money rules. Have you ever heard of the Pareto principle? It states that roughly 80% of the effects comes from 20% of the causes. For example, 20% of the customers bring in 80% of the revenue for most businesses. 20% of the foods provide 80% of the calories in your diet, and 20% of the population holds 80% of the wealth. This principle applies to almost every aspect of our lives. So when it comes to making money, there are certain rules or laws that you need to follow in order to become wealthy. For example, one of the first rules of money is that money makes more money. If you want to stay poor, then you can keep spending all of your money on things that don't generate any income. But if you want to get rich, then you need to invest your money in assets that will generate more income for you over time. Another rule of money is that you need to spend less than you earn. If you spend all of your money and then some, then you'll always be living paycheck to paycheck. But if you live below your means and save at least 10% of your income, then you can start investing that money in building wealth. These are just 2 examples of the money rules that you need to follow if you want to get rich. There are many more, and it's up to you to learn them and follow them. Number 4, they invest, not just save. When it comes to getting rich, saving money is important, but it's not enough. You also need to invest your money. That way it's working for you even when you're not. And here's the secret to investing that most people don't know. You don't have to be a millionaire to start investing like one. Let me explain. One of the biggest mistakes that people make when they start investing is trying to pick individual stocks. They see people on the news talking about how they made millions in the stock market, and they think that they can do the same thing. But the truth is, it's very difficult to pick winning stocks consistently. In fact, 90% of actively managed funds fail to beat the market over a 15-year period. But here's the thing. You do want to need to pick winning stocks because there's a much easier way to invest and make money in the stock market. Just buy a low-cost index fund that tracks the S&P 500. The S&P 500 is an index that tracks the performance of 500 of the largest companies in the United States. And since 1950, the S&P 500 has returned an average of 10.5% per year. So if you had invested $10,000 in the S&P 500 in 1950, your $10,000 would be worth over $1 million today. And the best part is you could have just bought an S&P 500 index fund and forgot about it for 72 years. You wouldn't have had to worry about picking individual stocks or trying to time the market. And that's the secret to investing like a millionaire. Invest in a low-cost index fund that tracks the S&P 500 and then just forget about it for at least 7 years. Number 3. They build multiple income streams. This is a big one. Most people only have one source of income, which makes them vulnerable to losing everything if they lose their job or if their business fails. But rich people understand the importance of having multiple sources of income. They know that if one stream of income dries up, they still have others to fall back on, and this gives them peace of mind and financial security. To build multiple income streams, you need to start by identifying your skills and passions. What are you good at? What do you enjoy doing? Once you've identified your strengths, you can start looking for ways to monetize them. For example, if you're good at writing, you can start a blog or freelance writing. If you're passionate about fitness, you can become a personal trainer. Or if you're a people person, you can start a business providing customer service for other companies. The possibilities are endless. Number 2, they network with other winners. It's no secret that rich people like to hang out with other rich people. This isn't because they're snobs, but because they know that they can learn from each other and make more money together. When you surround yourself with winners, you'll start to think like a winner. You'll be inspired to achieve more, and you'll have access to a network of people who can help you succeed. To start networking with other winners, you need to attend industry events, join professional organizations, and connect with other successful people on LinkedIn. When you meet someone who's accomplished what you want to accomplish, don't be afraid to reach out and ask for advice or help. Most successful people are willing to help others, but you need to make sure that you're adding value to their life as well. Don't be afraid to give before you get. And as you build your network, always remember to be helpful and generous. The more you give, the more you'll get in return. Number 1, they focus on long-term wealth. I've saved the best for last. The number 1 reason why rich people stay rich is because they focus on long-term wealth rather than short-term gains. This is a very important distinction, because it's very easy to make quick money in this world. You could start a blog and write clickbait articles that make money from advertising. You could start a YouTube channel and post videos that exploit people's fears and prejudices. Or you could go into debt to buy a luxury car or handbag. But none of these things will make you truly rich. And that's because true wealth is not just about money. It's about freedom. Freedom to do what you want, when you want, with whom you want. True wealth is having the ability to provide for yourself and your loved ones without having to work all the time. And that's why rich people focus on long-term wealth. They know that making money now doesn't mean much if you lose it all later. So they take the time to build sustainable businesses and invest in assets that will generate income for years to come. And if you want to become truly rich, then you need to do the same thing. Focus on building a business or investing in assets that will generate long-term wealth for you. Don't be fooled by the get-rich-quick schemes that promise you fast results, because they will only leave you broke in the end. So, let's recap. The 5 reasons why rich people stay rich are: Number 1, they understand money rules. Number 2, they invest, not just save. Number 3, they build multiple income streams. Number 4, they network with other winners. And number 5, they focus on long-term wealth. If you want to get rich, then you need to follow these 5 rules. But remember, it's not going to be easy. It will take hard work and dedication. But if you're willing to put in the effort, then you can achieve anything you want in life. Now, I have a question for you. What's holding you back from becoming rich? Is it fear? Is it doubt? Or is it just laziness? Whatever it is, you need to overcome it if you want to improve your financial situation. I know you can do it, and if you need any help, feel free to reach out. I'm always happy to help others succeed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.